It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Play fake here, Daniels. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Yeah, and this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy setting up that play action. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. From the gun is Purdy. He's on the move. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. A lot of ground. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Rolling left. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Let's go.
On second and 10 now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throw on third down. That one's cut along the left sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
On first down, here's Daniels. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be second down. Again, Daniels to the air. That's complete to Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Let's go now. Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's trying to push the field. He's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And the Commanders get home, they drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. Mitch Wisnowski headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
We're one quarter into the... Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at first down here.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go, go.
Now Daniels off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take over at what looks to be the 43-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Motioning one of the tight ends. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Purdy on first down. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now with Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete. Oh, he lost the football. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and goal, Purdy. Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Set. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a yards there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Play fake here, Daniels. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. On is Cade York for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Now he's York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. Looking for, trying to hit Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
Pretty throwing here on first. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Flush down out to his left. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit stays at 7.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Walker on first down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's running with it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get it back after making their third first-half interception. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw by Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That is a sack. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Base past the 35. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Finds him on the slant. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, Daniels to the air. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On the move, headed right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Purdy to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Purdy looking to throw. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That one gonna go against the D. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running back sent in motion. They are throwing it again. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Purdy throwing here. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
A give up the gut to Walker. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got it at the 24. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to take over possession. From the gun is Purdy. This will be caught by Cowie. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he crashes into a wall. That only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Purdy to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. From the red zone now. Drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Trying again, following the set. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and goal, Purdy. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jamin Davis. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Daniels on 1st down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Here we go, here we go.
This set it down starts with an option right. He's out in the clear. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
1st and 10 after that last highlight. They're at the 30.
Come on, set. Set, go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Get it. Set, ready.
To throw, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Get up.
Throwing now, Daniels. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Groupie sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts at the 3. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Go. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Purdy. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Commanders are tackled close to their own end zone, but the important thing is they got that football back.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Man in motion here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Doesn't make the connection. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession.
Here we go! Go!
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go!
Play action now with Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw by Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 17. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. They motion the tight end over. Third and long for him here. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fourth and long. Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Daniels throwing on third. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All set up now for first and 10.
Check. Bronco switch. Ready?
Now Daniels off the play action. He throws a bullet down the right. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Here we go. Trap alert.
Now an inside give to Walker. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Walker on 2nd. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Set up.
Running with Walker again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here we go, set.
Staying with Walker. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders leading by 7. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Go.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Groupie sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Let's go now.
Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Set go.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions.